women who turned up here in labour had allegedly been turned away because of a lack of midwives in the department. Now, staff here have been really reluctant to talk about how this is going to affect them, but one staff member did speak to the Guardian newspaper and said that frankly they're outraged because they already do a lot of overtime unpaid. However, the hospital begs to differ and says that staff are responding positively. They said to us in a statement that they formally asked everyone to consider doing this on a purely voluntary basis. It's just one in a number of things that they're asking people to do, including asking consultants to work an extra clinical session every month. The executive team are getting involved too, giving up 2 days of annual leave between now and the end of the financial year. One thing's for sure, the whole team here are trying to pull together to make sure that there's enough money for frontline services, and they really need it here. It serves a community of 350,000 people. Back to you.
Julie, thank you very much. Well, we'd love to know what you make of this. Would you give up your holiday or work without pay to help your bosses if the company was in financial trouble? Do let us know. You can email us at londonTonight@itv.london.com or let us know your thoughts. We're also on Twitter. Get in touch by tweeting your message followed by @LondonTonight, or you can text us starting with the word London and then your message to 63332. Now, texts cost 25p plus one standard network rate message. Messages must be received by 6:25 tonight. Still ahead tonight, the Londoner who claims she was judged too white to adopt, and the shop owners who say the capital's oldest arcade is under threat. The Prime Minister has declared he wants to scrap rules about race and adoption and end the scandal that hurts vulnerable children. His words to the Conservative Party conference yesterday struck a chord with one woman in particular who claims that she was judged too white to adopt. Francesca Pellini is behind a new campaign which highlights failures in the adoption system. She spoke to our reporter, Piers Hopkirk.
We've got people flying all over the world to adopt babies, while the care system at home agonises about placing black children with white families. With the right values, with the right effort, let us be the ones who end this scandal and help these, the most vulnerable children of all.
When the Prime Minister made this pledge yesterday, this is almost certainly who he had in mind. Francesca Pellini from Hammersmith, told she couldn't complete a mixed-race adoption here, she and her husband were forced to travel to Mexico, where they adopted Luca.
You know, this disconnect is just, it's painful in every possible way on both sides. And the worst thing is that the children remain in care and the parents remain without the possibility of offering a stable, loving home to these children.
Inspired by her experience, she's launched the campaign group Adoption with Humanity. Among its aims, the creation of a nationwide dedicated adoption authority.
The most important thing that I'd like to see David Cameron do at this point in time is to introduce dramatic measures to